Let me just kind of show you what's happening, because we're expecting to see some of the former presidents who are still there. We know that there was that fabulous picture we saw in the White House recently of them all together. Those that are still alive: Jimmy Carter, Democratic president from the late 70s, George W. Bush, Bill Clinton, of course George W. Bush, but the three ex-presidents at the moment are due to take their place on the stand to witness today's ceremony, to see the inauguration of Barack Obama. And you can see the good and the great of America, the justices, the military top brass, all taking their place on the parade, and those people will be very close, of course, to the west front of the Capitol, as well as all the ordinary people. And this is a day for all America, and and kind of that they have wanted to make it as possible for as many people who wanted to come to Washington DC to be here to witness the handover of power from the Republican President George W. Bush to the newly elected Democratic President Barack Obama, to be sworn in as the 44th President of the United States of America. Now, a lot has been made of the economic difficulties that America is facing at the moment, and they are intense. And although this one growth industry I'm about to talk about won't be able to turn around the fortunes of the American economy, if you are in Washington, you will know that this particular industry is booming. And what I'm talking about is Obama memorabilia. Everywhere you go, as Rajesh was talking, you're seeing people in Obama t-shirts, Obama hats, Obama gloves, Obama watches, Obama drinking glasses, anything where you can squeeze those 5 letters. Then traders have found a way of selling that particular product, as our correspondent Rajini Vardanathan now reports.
Right now, you'll be hard-pressed to walk around Washington without bumping into someone trying to sell you some Obama-related merchandise, or Obamabilia. The crowds will be queuing up later to get a glimpse of the inauguration. Have already been queuing up for their own piece of take-home history. Among some of the more unusual merchandise on sale here, how about a Barack Obama periscope? So you've got a better sight of the ceremony later today. Some champagne for celebrations, or a replica of the man himself, a Barack Obama bobblehead doll.
This is an historic event. They're going to grab something to hand down in their families. Not so much to purchase to resell later on. Probably 50% of American homes will have an Obama souvenir rent by the end of the year.
I have this beautiful paperweight that I could not resist. I have a bookmarker and some magnets.
The troubled economy is the most pressing issue for the soon-to-be president. But in the Obamabilia industry, at least, business is booming. Rajini Vardanathan, BBC News, Washington.
Yeah, so everyone could get their own little bit of Barack Obama. Let's speak to our Washington correspondent, Adam Brooks. Now, Adam, take us through what unfolds next over the next sort of hour or couple of hours.
Right, well, we're standing here on the Capitol steps. Right behind me here is the inauguration platform. It's beginning to fill up now. The people who are arriving are VIPs. They're going to be sitting right next to Barack Obama as he gets sworn in. We're seeing the former presidents will turn up shortly. There are governors of various US states, members of the House of Representatives, congressmen, senators, and also Barack Obama's cabinet members, the people that he's selected to be in his cabinet. They're all going to be sitting there in those VIP seats just over my shoulder. They're beginning to sort of filter in. In about half an hour, the former presidents, George H.W. Bush, Jimmy Carter and Bill Clinton, will turn up and they'll be seated. In about 45 minutes, 50 minutes, we expect that the Vice President, Dick Cheney, and his wife will turn up. We understand that he's going to turn up in a wheelchair today. Dick Cheney apparently has pulled a muscle in his back, it's being reported. So we anticipate that Dick Cheney will be coming in a wheelchair. And then towards about an hour from now, the ceremony proper gets underway. Senator Feinstein from California will sort of compare it she will hand over to what's going to be quite an interesting moment when Pastor Rick Warren steps up to deliver the invocation. Now, Rick Warren is a very, very interesting man. He runs a massive mega church in California. He's a Protestant evangelical, and he's credited by many with sort of infusing Christian evangelicalism in America with a sort of new tone. He has made it rather more moderate. He's begun to sort of pry it away from the hold of social conservatives. He has a rather more liberal theology. However, he has strong opinions on homosexuality, and he is opposed to gay marriage. And many of Obama's supporters have been very, very disappointed at the knowledge that Rick Warren was selected by Barack Obama to come here and say a prayer over this ceremony. So some controversy there, and you can see the expectations on Obama are so high. So many of his followers expect great and radical things from him that when he tries to be conciliatory to somebody who looks a bit more conservative, a religious leader like Rick Warren, he's bound to start disappointing somebody. So we see that will then move into the oath in about an hour and a quarter from now, administered by the most senior judge in America. Will see Obama put his hand on the Lincoln Bible, the same Bible that Abraham Lincoln used in 1861 when he was inaugurated to make his oath. And from that moment on, Barack Obama will indeed be the 44th President of the United States.
Okay, Adam Brooks there, thank you very much, and we'll be watching that every step of the way along the route. It should be a fascinating thing to watch, and the only thing that's absolutely a fixed point in the inauguration is the oath. The words of that do not change whatever the circumstances. You are watching BBC News on the 20th of January 2009, the day of the inauguration of Barack Obama, and the ceremony to mark that inauguration should start in the next hour or so with a musical selection from the United States Marine Band and the San Francisco Boys Chorus and the San Francisco Girls Chorus. Once we hear from them, the inauguration ceremony proper is underway. But it's only 10:30 in the morning here in the Washington, but already people have been up for hours. I left my hotel at 5 o'clock this morning, and the streets were alive. People all heading in one direction towards the Mall where we are now. Hundreds of thousands of people in bright sunshine at the moment, bright winter sunshine it should be said. It is extremely cold, but let us have a look at the day so far. Here's our correspondent, Humphrey Hawksley.
First light on Inauguration Day, and the centre of Washington was bursting with people who had come to be part of what they see as an amazing day in American history. Undeterred by the freezing cold and unprecedented security, America's usually staid political capital has been turned into a city of celebration. The president-elect himself was running a few minutes late for his first official engagement of the day. He left at Blair House, where the family was staying, for a service at St. John's Episcopal Church, just a few minutes' drive away, with America's new First Lady in a strikingly elegant winter outfit. After that, the next stop is to be their new home at the White House, where they're to meet the outgoing President and First Lady, and from there they go to the inauguration itself. As commentators speak about the challenges facing Barack Obama, the mood in the crowd is very much that he has achieved what he has. An African-American child from a broken home has become the first black president of the United States.
I'm doing this on behalf of my 19-month-old nephew, who has the right and who can now look at someone who looks like him who could become president of the United States. And Barack Obama, for me, represents the possibility of promise here in America.
Humphrey Hawksley, BBC News.